In the last video, we discussed economic rewards as an incentive to stimulate IPR and economic growth of a country. Now, coming to its economic analysis, it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that IPR has been far more economically and politically important and controversial in the present-day context. The global protection regime for IPR increased with TRIPS. There has been an exponential growth of scientific and technical knowledge and R&D in recent times. The increasing globalization of trade activities and technology pose new challenges and opportunities. The question of how IPR impacts economic development and its growth is based on several variables. The anticipated benefits and costs depend on the characteristics of the market, products, and the social institutions. IPR promotes investments in business innovation and creativity. The owner of the IP gets an exclusive right to make use of or sell the newly developed technology or product for a limited period though. What if such exclusive rights were not granted? It would result in a lot of valuable knowledge drained out to competitive rivals without any compensation. Individuals and organizations would be discouraged to invest their resources towards research and development and creative solutions. In other words, it would lead to underinvestment in innovative activities. So it would be economically viable to promote widespread dissemination of new knowledge. This is done by encouraging businesses to place their innovation and ideas in the market. Joseph Schumpeter, a well-known economist and economist historian, dismisses perfect competition as the ideal market structure. He stresses the importance of temporary monopoly power as a reward to successful innovation. While an overly protective IPR system could limit social gains and reduce the fruits of innovation, an excessively weak IPR regime disincentivizes innovation itself. Take, for instance, the pharmaceutical sector. It is fairly complex and highly regulated sector in most economies. IPR would have its impact on two areas: exclusion of competitors on the one hand and pricing and access to medicines on the other. So, a balanced policy would be essential for appropriate market conditions and also conducive to growth. To sum up, the relationship between IPR and economic development is positive. However, their existence could pose a risk to their potential costs and anti-competitive practices. Coherent IP policy can play an integral role in maximizing IP and thereby raise dynamic competition. This brings us to the end of the video. In the upcoming videos, let's discuss the forms of IPR.